Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to do a tutorial on this makeup look. It's super easy and simple, perfect for beginners, and it's also just in time for our Valentine's Day. So if you guys like to see on how I achieved this look, then keep on watching. Okay, so I already primed my eyes and I used my L'Oreal Infallible Concealer in Vanilla just so I can have a nice bright base in case. So you want to make sure everything is blended out before you set it. So we're going to do that right now. Make sure. And I'm using this big brush. It's not really stiff, but it's dense brush. It's going to help me make sure that everything is blended out. We make sure everything's blended out. We are going to use our setting powder, or you can use a white eyeshadow, and we're just going to set the base so it doesn't crease, because you don't want any creases in your eyeshadow. It's not going to look cute at all. We want that baby to stay. We want it to stay. And I'm just using dabbing motions. Alrighty. Now let's get to the eyeshadow. Okay, so the one and only palette I am using today is the Morphe 35XO palette. You can use any eyeshadow that has brown, that you have brown eyeshadow in, or something similar to this, because I don't think they have this in store anymore, which sucks. But the first brown I'm gonna take is this very light brown, and we are going to use a fluffy blending brush just like this one. I got this one off of Shein a year or so ago, and we're gonna put this in our crease. We're gonna put this in our crease, and we're gonna use dabbing and windshield wiper motions. So we're gonna use dabbing motions right here, and then when we get to the crease area, we're gonna do windshield wiper motions just like that. You guys, I can't believe next month is Valentine's Day and we're already halfway through January, or almost halfway through January. It is crazy on how January is going already. Okay, so we are gonna go ahead and use the same palette, and we're gonna take this brown. It's a little bit of a darker brown. This just helps give more of a definition. So we're gonna put that right where we just put that light brown. I'm making sure all my brushes are clean before I dip it into another eyeshadow. So we are using a smaller brush just like this one, just so we can get right into our crease, because we don't want to bring it all the way up like we did with the light brown, but we want it like right in our crease area. And we're just using tapping motions, just like so. Wow, this just takes me back to 2016. The way I'm explaining. We're using a small dense brush just because we want that eyeshadow to really focus right in that crease area. So now we're going to take this fluffy brush again, and with no product on it. I know it looks like it has product, but it's not. It's just stained. So we're just going to go ahead and we're going to blend everything out that we've done so far. We are taking a bit of a darker brown eyeshadow. It's just going to give even more of a definition and deepen up that crease. And we're using that same dense brush that we used earlier, that we used not that long ago. And we're just having our hand like towards the end of the brush, just so we can have a light hand with this. We don't want to have too much of a heavy hand. And we're just gonna dab, or tap, I should say. But as you can see, I did move my hand a little bit more down towards the brush, just so it's a little bit more of a heavy hand, but not too much. Just enough so we can get more pigmentation. Okay. So I know wait, before I say anything. Okay, we're gonna take that same blending brush again, and we're just gonna blend. We want to blend so there's no harsh lines. But what I was gonna say is that I know it's been a minute since I filmed a long video for you guys. I started a third channel. It was for my face paint stuff, just so I can have that separate. I can have separate channels for it, just so I can mainly focus on that kind of thing. And it's fun. I've been focusing on that and my third TikTok as well as my third Instagram. So for the eyelid, we're gonna take this dark brown shade, the darkest brown shade in the palette, and we're using a flat eyeshadow brush just like this one. There's hair. The brush, and we're just gonna put this on all over our lid, and we're just gonna pack that on. But yeah, I have been enjoying doing like face paints and stuff, and I wanted to keep that on the third channel just because I was also gonna try to start a business of doing like kids face paint as well. So that's another reason why I made another channel, like a third channel, because I do have a second channel that I focus on food. And also, do you guys like seeing short content as well? Because I've been focusing a lot on TikTok lately as well, to be honest. If you like to see short content as well as long content, let me know in the comments. And let me know what you guys would like to see. So we're going to go ahead. We usually will take the brush. But we're going to take this brush right here, the dense brush. And, well, I think it's more of a dome brush. But we're going to go ahead and go back in with this brown. And we're going to put this in the crease as well to help us blend out the harsh lines, just so everything can look seamlessly. And if you lose some color, it's okay, because you can always go back and add some more, which I'm doing right now. And then, but yeah, my third channel is called Strokes of Magic. So if you would like to go ahead and check it out, you're more than welcome to, but you don't have to if you don't want. But I do a lot of fun, creative face paint kind of stuff over there, if you're interested. Now for a good sticky primer, I love using this Power Grip Primer by e.l.f. This is my favorite drugstore primer. It's super affordable. You can find this at Ulta, Walmart, Target. And I just love how sticky this base is. And this also helps the foundation stay on. And it doesn't move at all. And then I like to go and I like to use tapping motions with my hands instead of just smearing it. Just helps blends this into the skin better. I'll show you guys how sticky this primer is. Like, that is sticky. It sticks. That's crazy. But yeah, that's how sticky this primer is. So I like to go in with a setting spray. This is the Dewy Setting Spray by e.l.f. by their Power Grip line. So yeah, let me spray. Just helps hydrates my skin and make my face look all dewy. But yeah, what I was gonna say is that primer is a milk. The e.l.f. primer is a, what the fuck? This primer is a dupe for the Milk Power Grip Primer. And I've tried the Milk Primer before. I like it and everything, but I just don't like the price tag. So for concealer, like I don't like spending a lot of money on primers, but concealers and stuff, yeah, I don't mind. So I'm using two concealers. I'm using the Too Faced Born This Way concealer in the shade Vanilla, just to get. Also using the Natasha Denona concealer in RN3 to get more of a highlight under eyes. And we're also gonna let the concealers sit as well, just so I can get that full coverage that I want. And then we're also gonna cover this ugly thing here with the Too Faced. And then some there. Okay, so now we're gonna go in with Natasha Denona just to give that more of a brightness underneath as well. I like to mix my concealers sometimes. But if I really want that real bright under eye, I just use my Natasha Denona. Just because this is lighter than the Born This Way concealer. And the cream contour, you don't have to do this. You can just go in with the bronzer if you want. But for my cream contour, I like using is the Juvia's Place cream contour in the shade Honey. This is my shade. But I like to go in with a small brush, just like this one, about this size, to get right into the cheekbone areas. And just go ahead and we're gonna contour our face. And we're gonna do the forehead. Sometimes I like to wear foundations. What are you guys doing for Valentine's Day? Let me know. Are you gonna hang out with your friends? Go out with family? Or do you guys celebrate Valentine's Day? If you don't, let me know. If you don't, let me know why. Honestly, Valentine's Day never really been my favorite kind of holiday. I know it's not a holiday, but I don't know what else to call it. But yeah, it's never been my favorite time of the year. I mean, yeah, it's all cute and everything, but like, you should show your significant other or just the people you know around you love every single day and not just Valentine's Day. I feel like Valentine's Day is just a very commercialized holiday. And then we're gonna contour the nose. But I like how there's Galentine's now. People do Galentine's Day for like with their friends and stuff. That looks so much fun. If I had friends, I would definitely do that with my friends. A lot of times I go out with my mom or spend time with my mom at home. And we have a glass of wine and watch movies or shows even. To set our cream contour, we're going to go ahead and go in with the Juvia's Place bronzer in the shade Medium. And we're just going to go ahead and set that. It's actually been a while since I've had a significant other. It's been about it will be 7 years this year in April. Not because I can't find anyone or anything like that, but I've just been really focusing on myself and just really focusing on what I want to accomplish and just people to play too much, you know? And then if the time comes and I find somebody, then I'm all for it. But I'm not rushing at all. So for cream blush, we are going to go in with this blush by Juvia's Place. I swear it's not sponsored or anything. I wish it was, but it's not. But it's in the color Pink Passion. And you want to be very careful with their blushes because their cream blush and liquid blush is very, very pigmented. And the reason why I'm letting the concealer sit for a while, it will just give me a very full coverage on what I want because I hate my dark circles. So we're just using a small little kabuki brush, just like this one. This one I got off of Shein. You can honestly find brushes anywhere nowadays. And we're just gonna dab, 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 dab. And we're gonna keep it right up here just so I can get more of that lifted effect because I want my face to look lifted. And I like to add a little on my nose. So now after I put my cream blush on, I like to go ahead and blend out the concealer. You'll see why, because it helps blend everything out. It looks all blended. You'll see. It'll make the blush look all blended out more seamlessly and everything. So what I would like to know, what is your perfect date? My perfect date. I like going out to dinner or even out just to lunch or something and then spend some time and then, okay, let me start over. My perfect day is go out to eat with have some candles at the table, spend some time, quality time with each other, talk about whatever. And then just, if it's not too cold or anything, because it gets cold here in Virginia, around that time of the year, around this time of the year. And so if it's not cold, I like to walk outside, enjoy some of the breeze, and then maybe go see a movie. Or I would like to see a movie after I eat, just so I'm not hungry during the movie. And then go home, have some wine or something like that with some candles lit around the house. Have a nice movie date as well at home. Just spend some time, honestly. And also play some music, dance at home or something like that. That would be really cute. Also like dates that are really thought out and meaningful. I don't like just go to the movies and or go home or just go out to eat and go home. No, I like really thought out dates. I like dates that are planned out and come from the heart. Creative is the word I'm looking for. Okay, so I'm trying to squeeze out some water. And we're gonna go ahead and go back in and blend everything out with the sponge. Just so there's no brush streaks in our base. We want everything to look all nice and seamlessly. But yes, I love creative dates. The guy takes their effort and time to plan out where to go, what to do, what are we doing, what to wear, how should I dress? Should I dress like fancy or like in a cute dress, just in a cute outfit, something, stuff like that. I love stuff like that. I don't know, when I was younger, I didn't really like that kind of stuff. But now that I'm older, I've noticed I like that kind of thing. So now that everything is all blended out, as you guys can see, everything looks flawless. Everything looks perfect. Okay. I like to set my blush with the Juvia's Place blush, powder blush. This is volume 5. And I like to start out with this blush right here. the first one. And we're gonna go and focus this right over here in the front, because with the darker one, I'm gonna put it up there. You'll see. Like, I'll put it over here. Tap, 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 tap. And it's, just be careful not to get too much. I like to put some on my nose. It's not right at the apple on my cheek, but I have it to where it stops before it hits my apple of the cheek. Before it hits my apple. You know what? Before it hits my cheek. And it's, as you guys can see, I am going upwards and not downwards. And I'm not, you know, wiping like this. I'm just easily dabbing, dab, dab, dab. I'm trying to get better at explaining on how to do makeup. I used to be really good at it, but I'm a little rusty. Well, not leftover product. We're going to carefully dab into the top blush. And we are going to go ahead and mainly focus it right here on the chin, right near our temples. Not on our temples, but like right before it hits our temples. It'll give us that ombre. Blend them together. Just a tad. All right. So we're gonna go and set our face. We're setting our face with the Morphe Jumbo Translucent setting powder, and we're gonna go ahead and set the under eyes. This just helps it not crease and not budge. And it will see if you got too much blush, it'll help blend that out too as well. Just be very careful. I like to carve out my nose a little bit more, just so it can also help blend out my bronzer a little bit as well. And so I like to go underneath my cheekbones and carve out my cheeks more, just so I can get more of that lifted effect as well. And then if you brought the blush a little too far, that's okay. Use whatever's left on your sponge from the powder and just blend it out like this. Okay, so I do not let that sit on for too long anymore, just because it dries out my skin and it looks so cakey when I let it stay for too long. And we're just brushing this away. Are by Kiss, and it's in the style white shirt. These are perfect for an easy, simple eye look, just everyday wear. But yeah, I'm gonna put these on off camera, and I'll be back. And this is the finished look. So for the lip combo, I've used the Maybelline lip liner lifter. So for the lip combo, I've used Maybelline Lifter Lip Liner in the color Main Character to line my lips. And the lipstick I've used is the NYX XXL Lingerie Liquid Lipsticks. And this is in the color Sizzling. It's in the color Sizzling, sorry. But I love this lip liner. I love this NYX liner. No, I love these NYX lipsticks because they stay on pretty darn good and it has a hard time smudging. So I really recommend this lip brand, this lip line from NYX. And also I love these lip liners by Maybelline, the Lifter lip liner, because they glide on so smooth and so easy. I love them. But this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed. Wait. This is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Also, in the comments below, let me know what you guys are doing for Valentine's Day. Are you guys going to go out? Also, let me know what you guys... Also, let me know what you guys like to see next. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye.